There are moments in the ever-evolving universe of global fashion when time seems to pause, when the chaotic energy of the world fades into the background and all eyes turn toward a single captivating spectacle. Every season, the grand capitals of style host an extraordinary pilgrimage where artistry, high culture, and sheer spectacle collide in a breathtaking display of creativity. Among these historic centers of glamour, none holds a candle to the enchanting streets of Paris during its famed haute couture celebrations. It is a city that has spent centuries perfecting the art of elegance, serving as the ultimate stage where visionaries, designers, and international icons converge to redefine the boundaries of human expression through clothing. In this atmosphere of heightened anticipation, where every cobblestone avenue whispers stories of legendary couturiers and iconic runway moments, the arrival of a true cultural phenomenon can instantly elevate an already dazzling event into an unforgettable global sensation. The world watches with bated breath, eager to discover who will capture the imagination of millions, who will dare to push aesthetic boundaries beyond conventional limits, and who will turn every public appearance into an immortal work of living art. To truly understand the magnetic pull of these historic fashion gatherings, one must appreciate how high fashion has transformed over the modern era from an exclusive domain of elite atelier presentations into a massive, globally synchronized cultural event. For decades, the sacred halls of European fashion houses operated behind closed doors, reserved only for wealthy patrons and austere fashion editors who dictated trends from behind quiet velvet curtains. However, as the digital age dawned and the boundaries between music, celebrity culture, and high fashion began to dissolve, a new kind of icon emerged. These were personalities who did not merely wear clothes, but who commanded them with an undeniable aura of authenticity, confidence, and theatrical flair. They brought raw energy, fearless ambition, and an unapologetic celebration of individuality to the polished runways of Europe. Before diving deeper into how this breathtaking story unfolds across the world stage, please take a quick moment to hit the subscribe button and join our community, so you never miss an insider look into the most captivating events shaping modern culture and global style. As the morning light washed over the historic architecture of Paris during this extraordinary week, the atmosphere surrounding the city's most prestigious venues reached a fever pitch. Photographers from every corner of the globe lined the grand boulevards, adjusting their heavy camera lenses and straining against security barriers in hopes of capturing a split-second glimpse of high-fashion royalty. Inside the pristine ateliers and luxury hotel suites, months of intricate preparation, painstaking hand embroidery, and visionary styling were culminating in moments of breathtaking reveal. The air was thick with excitement, filled with the soft rustle of silk, the glint of exquisite fine jewelry, and the quiet murmurs of anticipation from global tastemakers who had traveled thousands of miles to witness history in the making. Yet among all the celebrated stars, legendary supermodels, and international elite gathering in the French capital, there was one extraordinary figure whose presence guaranteed that every sidewalk would become a breathtaking runway and every single outfit would spark a global conversation. The phenomenon of transforming high fashion into a mesmerizing public narrat is no small feat, requiring not only immaculate aesthetic taste but also an innate understanding of drama, posture, and visual storytelling. Over the past several years, the global music superstar in question has established an unrivaled reputation as a true chameleon of contemporary style, turning award show red carpets, high-profile galas, and quiet city outings into unforgettable fashion masterclasses. Whether stepping onto the carpet of the Met Gala in a towering creation that demands an entire team of handlers or casually strolling past paparazzi in a curated ensemble that redefines street style, this artist possesses a rare and magical ability to serve looks that captivate millions. Fashion is not merely an accessory to her stardom, it is a vital form of artistic self-expression, a bold medium through which she communicates power, humor, passion, and artistic evolution to an adoring global audience. As the city of Paris prepared to host a series of breathtaking runway presentations, the anticipation surrounding her arrival reached extraordinary heights. Designers, stylists, and fashion enthusiasts spent weeks speculating on what incredible silhouettes, striking color palettes, and revolutionary concepts she would choose to showcase throughout the week. Would she embrace classical, structured couture that pays homage to the rich tradition of French tailoring, or would she push into avant-garde territory with bold prints, theatrical hair arrangements, and daring architectural forms? The answer, as the world soon discovered, was an extraordinary combination of both. In a series of show-stopping appearances that spanned high-energy runway shows, exclusive jewelry galas, and intimate luxury shopping excursions, she proved once again that when she steps into the spotlight, the world of fashion stops to watch. As we begin this incredible journey through one of the most stunning style marathons in recent fashion history, it becomes clear that every detail was executed with masterclass precision. From dramatic sculptural gowns that seemed to defy gravity to fierce, animal print ensembles that exuded raw power and playfulness, each look told a distinct story, showcasing a masterclass in versatility, confidence, and high-fashion bravery. Over the course of the upcoming chapters in our report, we will break down every single one of these iconic outfits in vivid detail, exploring the visionary designers behind the garments, the intricate inspirations that brought them to life, and the jaw-dropping accessories that turned every street corner into a viral moment. Prepare to step inside the glamorous, fast-paced world of Paris Fashion Week, where style knows no boundaries and true icons reign supreme. The grandeur of Paris Fashion Week reached a dramatic crescendo as Cardi B initiated her whirlwind tour of the elite couture presentations, proving immediately that her reputation as a global style titan is firmly well-deserved. Every single outing was crafted as a deliberate visual masterpiece, starting with an unforgettable appearance on Wednesday that set an impossibly high standard for the rest of the week. Stepping out into the crisp Parisian air for the highly anticipated Robert I Haute Couture presentation, Cardi commanded immediate and absolute attention in a breathtaking sculptural gown rendered in an intense crimson red. The creation was nothing short of an architectural marvel, featuring dramatic flared lines that cascaded around her figure while maintaining sharp, structural precision. Every inch of the garment exuded high-drama elegance, perfectly balancing avant-garde innovation with classic couture grandeur. To elevate this bold statement, Cardi meticulously selected accessories that mirrored the gown's theatrical intensity. She wore matching crimson gloves that seamlessly extended the sleek line of her arms, carried a striking round handbag that added a touch of geometric harmony, and framed her face with pointed Hugo Crite earrings that injected a sharp, modern edge into the ensemble. Her hair was swept up into a sculpted towering updo that echoed the structural brilliance of the gown, creating a cohesive, head-to-toe silhouette that left photographers and fashion critics completely spellbound. The momentum only intensified as night fell over the city of light, leading Cardi to her next high-profile appearance at an exclusive Messika jewelry event. For this evening of pure luxury, she dramatically shifted gears, demonstrating her remarkable ability to transition from avant-garde sculpture to sleek, dangerous glamour. She stepped out wearing a captivating snakeskin print creation designed by the celebrated fashion visionary David Coma. The ensemble centered around a form-fitting strapless dress that showcased a fierce, tactile pattern, perfectly layered beneath an oversized matching jacket that hung with an effortless, cool authority. The jacket provided a relaxed yet commanding structure, playing with proportions in a way that felt entirely modern and daring. Cardi completed the look with a shimmering silver chain necklace and coordinating silver earrings that caught the flashing lights of the press line, while shiny black platform heels anchored the outfit with an unmistakable stance of power. It was a masterclass in nocturnal glamour, showing that high fashion can be simultaneously sophisticated, edgy, and effortlessly commanding. As the week progressed, Cardi continued to push the boundaries of artistic expression, choosing looks that paid homage to global cultural traditions while remaining firmly on the cutting edge of contemporary design. For the Rahul Mishra show, she unveiled what many consider to be one of the most culturally resonant and visually complex garments of the entire season. The stunning beaded gown drew its rich inspiration directly from the intricate motifs and sacred architecture of traditional Indian temple carvings. The bodice of the dress was a triumph of artisanal craftsmanship, featuring hand-beaded shoulder straps, a sculpted silhouette, and dramatic draping that flowed gracefully as she moved. Adding to the regal atmosphere of the attire was a striking matching headpiece, meticulously detailed to echo the complex stonework of historic monuments. In this look, Cardi transformed into a living goddess of modern fashion, bringing a deep appreciation for global art and traditional craftsmanship directly to the forefront of the Paris runways, even outside the formal show schedules. Cardi demonstrated that true style is a continuous lifestyle rather than a fleeting red carpet moment. A simple outing to the iconic Hermes boutique turned into a major fashion event of its own, proving that a quick store run can easily rival the drama of a high-fashion runway. For this daytime excursion through the luxury shopping districts of Paris, Cardi chose a vibrant fuchsia fringe dress that hit playfully just above her knees. The movement of the fringe gave the garment a lively, dynamic energy with every step she took, catching the breeze and radiating pure joy. She paired this spirited piece with turquoise button earrings and matching peep-toe heels, creating a brilliant color contrast that felt fresh, exuberant, and distinctly her own. It was a vivid reminder that fashion at its highest level should be fun, expressive, and brimming with personality. However, it was her appearance at the Jean-Paul Gaultier show on Wednesday that proved to be one of the most discussed and celebrated looks of the entire week, capturing the wild, rebellious, and playful spirit that defines both the designer and Cardi herself. The outfit was a fearless celebration of bold patterns and eccentric textures, anchored by a head-to-toe zebra-print bodysuit that hugged every curve. Everything about the look exuded an infectious sense of fun and audacity, from the dramatic hairstyling to the towering platform black boots that added an extra dose of rock-and-roll attitude. But what truly stole the show were the incredible tire-inspired bracelets wrapped around her wrists, serving as a masterstroke of industrial chic and surrealist accessory design. It was a look that refused to be ignored, generating instant social media excitement and cementing her status as a pop culture icon who takes immense fashion risks and wins every single time, rounding out her incredible parade of distinct looks. Cardi showcased a softer, more classic sensibility that demonstrated her remarkable range as a style icon. Stepping out in a Rowan Rose short-sleeve dress presented in a gentle lavender hue, she looked the epitome of refined retro elegance. The dress featured a crisp white collar and matching sleeve cuffs, bringing a preppy, structured contrast to the soft pastels of the fabric. To complete this vintage-inspired portrait, Cardi accessorized with delicate white mesh gloves that featured ruffled wrist cuffs, white Christian Louboutin pointed-toe heels, a sleek lavender clutch, and matching fanned earrings that framed her face with geometric grace. Her hair was styled into a soft, curly updo with delicate face-framing pieces that softened the entire aesthetic, creating a harmonious and utterly charming look that proved her versatility knows no bounds. As these distinct chapters of her Paris journey unfolded, it became abundantly clear that Cardi B was doing far more than just attending a series of high-profile events. She was actively constructing a master narrative of visual storytelling, demonstrating that haute couture can be accessible, thrilling, and deeply personal. Each ensemble served as a new chapter in an ongoing dialogue between the world's most creative designers and a performer who understands the transformative power of clothing better than almost anyone else in modern entertainment. The energy surrounding her every movement built a continuous wave of momentum that captured the imagination of the global media, keeping millions of fans around the world hungrily refreshing their feeds for the next look. To fully appreciate why Cardi B's extraordinary fashion marathon during Paris Fashion Week resonated so deeply across the global cultural landscape, one must look beyond the immediate glamour of the clothing and examine the remarkable journey of the artist herself. Born and raised in the Bronx, New York, Cardi's path to international superstardom is one of the most compelling and raw success stories in modern entertainment history. Long before she was gracing the front rows of iconic European ateliers or collaborating with legendary fashion houses, she was navigating the gritty realities of working-class life, utilizing her fierce intellect, unfiltered charisma, and sharp humor to build an organic, massive following on social media. When her breakout musical career exploded onto the global stage, she brought that same unvarnished authenticity with her, refusing to alter her personality to fit traditional corporate or high society expectations. In doing so, she fundamentally disrupted the insular world of elite fashion, forcing historic institutions to open their doors to a new generation of expressive, unapologetic artists who represent the vibrant pulse of contemporary street culture. Her profound impact on high fashion is also rooted in her close, collaborative relationships with visionary designers who see her not merely as a celebrity client, but as a genuine creative muse. Creators like Robert I, whose sculptural, emotionally charged haute couture designs push the limits of garment construction, find in Cardi a fearless canvas willing to embody complex artistic visions that require immense physical poise and dramatic commitment. Similarly, her partnership with trailblazing international designers like Rahul Mishra highlights a mutual dedication to celebrating rich cultural heritage and intricate artisanal handiwork on a global scale. By choosing a gown inspired by traditional Indian temple carvings, Cardi helped amplify the beauty of Eastern architectural heritage to millions of fashion enthusiasts worldwide. Her ability to effortlessly shift from the avant-garde structures of Robert I to the fierce rebellious codes of Jean-Paul Gaultier and then to the refined vintage-inspired elegance of Rowan Rose demonstrates a rare aesthetic intelligence that commands respect from every corner of the fashion industry. Furthermore, this breathtaking week in Paris highlights the broader evolution of how celebrity culture and high fashion intersect in the digital age. In decades past, fashion shows were quiet, exclusive gatherings where trends were analyzed in silence and digested months later through print magazines. Today, through the lens of figures like Cardi B, every sidewalk exit, every store run to Hermes, and every step onto a venue's carpet becomes an immediate, interactive global event. When she steps out in a vibrant fuchsia fringed dress for a quick shopping excursion, or wears a head-to-toe zebra bodysuit with tire-inspired bracelets, the images instantly proliferate across millions of screens, sparking global discussions, inspiring street-style trends and generating millions of dollars in earned media value for the featured brands. She democratizes high fashion, making the elite luxury world feel exciting, dynamic, and accessible to fans around the globe who view her style as an empowering form of self-expression and creative freedom. The narrative of this fashion week is also a testament to the meticulous artistry of her styling and beauty teams, who work tirelessly behind the scenes to craft every head-to-toe look. Fashion at this caliber is never a solo endeavor. It requires an intricate choreography of master hairstylists, makeup artists, nail technicians, and wardrobe stylists working around the clock in hotel suites to execute flawless transitions between events. From the sculpted, towering updo accompanying the crimson Robert I creation to the soft, face-framing curls paired with the lavender Rowan Rose dress, every subtle beauty choice was strategically designed to elevate the theme of the garment. This level of dedication transforms outfit changes into full theatrical transformations, reminding us that high fashion is an all-encompassing art form where every single element must work in absolute harmony to create an indelible impression beyond the immediate spectacle of the outfits. Cardi's presence in Paris serves as an enduring inspiration for emerging talent across the globe. She breaks down decades-old barriers regarding who belongs in high fashion spaces and how couture can be presented to the world. Her trajectory proves that authenticity and haute couture are not mutually exclusive, but rather complementary forces that can elevate one another to breathtaking new heights. As modern pop culture continues to evolve, the fashion world increasingly relies on voices like hers to breathe new life, energy, and relevance into classical craftsmanship. Bridging the gap between traditional European luxury and global youth culture, looking back at the historical arc of Paris Haute Couture Week, it is fascinating to observe how the definition of a style icon has expanded over the past several decades. There was a time when the runways of Europe were governed by rigid norms, catering exclusively to a narrow demographic and favoring quiet, understated minimalism. However, the cultural shift brought forth by artists who embrace bold storytelling, dramatic silhouettes, and vibrant personal branding has breathed dynamic new life into the entire industry. Cardi B embodies this modern renaissance, demonstrating that high fashion achieves its highest potential when it embraces diversity, theatricality, and raw human emotion. Her presence in Paris was not simply an exercise in personal promotion, but a celebration of fashion as a universal language that transcends geographical, social, and cultural boundaries. Moreover, the viral legacy of her Paris Fashion Week appearances continues to echo throughout the design world long after the final runway lights have dimmed. Young designers, fashion students, and independent stylists analyze her structural choices, her fearless color pairings, and her masterful use of statement accessories as references for their own upcoming collections. By fearlessly stepping into creations that challenge standard aesthetic conventions, such as the avant-garde snakeskin print of David Coma or the surrealist tire bracelets of Jean-Paul Gaultier, she gives permission to the entire creative community to think bigger, act bolder, and experiment without fear of judgment. In an industry that often struggles with repetition, her fearless commitment to novelty serves as a powerful catalyst for innovation. Ultimately, Cardi B's triumphant presence at Paris Fashion Week stands as a powerful symbol of artistic triumph. individuality, and continuous reinvention. She has proven